A lot of questions have been asked about Pitso Mosimane. I remember doing a certain video which had nothing to do with Pitso Mosimane, but somebody commented and asked a question, guys, are we not gonna get Pitso Mosimane? That was a question from a concerned Kaizer Chiefs fan. Well, it appears like your request has not fallen into deaf ears because Pitso Mosimane himself has confirmed that he is more than willing to join Kaizer Chiefs, right? Okay, I know a lot of you guys will say, but Bongane, what do you mean? Well, yeah, he said it. Well, there is another interesting thing in this. Ne? There's another interesting twist in everything, right? The thing is, ne, not long ago, the Kaizer Chiefs chairman, Kaizer Motabong, had said that they are going to appoint a coach, right? I think they are going to appoint a coach at the end of this season. The coach that they are going to appoint is a permanent coach. So it appears like the announcement of a new coach should be expected at the end of the current season, right? With that being said, you all know that, this man, Kevin Johnson, he is just an interim coach. He is not permanently deployed in that position. So don't dare get it confused. So I want to talk about that, and you know what I'm talking about. Then there's also another interesting stats where they compile 5 clubs that can afford Pitso Mosimane. You just want to find out if Kaizer Chiefs is among the 5 clubs that can afford Pitso Mosimane's salary. So I want us to take that journey and look at everything that Pitso Mosimane has said. He has said it with his own mouth, right? And then the article as well. So, but we'll start with the article where it talks about clubs that can afford Pitso Mosimane. Is Kaizer Chiefs among those clubs? That's a question that today you have to ask, but I'm about to get it answered provided that you are interested. If you are interested, then please stick around. As you stick around, there are quite a number of things that I'm asking from you guys, and those things are: 1, subscribe; 2, like the video; 3, comment in the comment section below. Watch the video until the end, watch the ads, and share this video. So I want to start with this one, right, where they look at clubs that can afford Pitso Mosimane. So you first want to say, wait a minute, Bongs, is Kaizer Chiefs among the clubs that can afford Pitso Mosimane? Well, I'm about to share, so don't you dare forcing me. There was an article that was released by Ustembi Sonkabinde on the 12th of December 2023. The article says Mosimane, Pitso Mosimane, African clubs who can afford former Mamelodi Sundowns club Al Ahly coach if they wanted him. All right, so they goes into the list. So I'm going to start with number 5. Number 5, right? At number 5, we've got Al Ahly. Pitso Mosimane has successful spell with the Red Devils in what was his first job outside Mzansi, winning 5 trophies, including back-to-back CAF Champions League titles in almost 2 years there. Al Ahly are not only the most successful club in Africa, having won numerous titles with Pitso Mosimane contributing to a few, but they are also the richest on the continent. Should they, for some reason, decide that they want to reunite with their former mentor, the Egyptian giant will have little trouble financing a deal that will make the Akhisapon tactician, which is Pitso Mosimane. So there you have it. According to this, Al Ahly cannot have some financial problems. It will rather be the fact that does Pitso Mosimane wants to go back to Al Ahly? If he wants to, then according to this, and I know for a fact it's true, they can afford him. Now at number 2, in fact number 4, right? At number 4, we've got another one of Mamelodi Sundowns. Another one of Pitso Mosimane's former club is Mamelodi Sundowns, right? The Tshwane Giant are the second wealthiest club on the continent, behind rivals Al Ahly, and could easily afford Jungle if they wanted him back. I cannot even dare trying to convince you about that because you all know Mamelodi Sundowns, right? So we don't even need to go deep into that. Mamelodi Sundowns can easily afford Pitso Mosimane. But then, number 3, guess who is at number 3? Number 3 is Zamalek. Pitso Mosimane has consistently been linked with Zamalek from his days with their arch-rival Al Ahly, but the South African never made a brave move. During his time with the Al Ahly in Saudi Arabia, Mosimane revealed he had received an offer to join the Egyptian giant but turned it down because the timing was not right. Zamalek were reported to be back in their hunt for Mosimane's service recently, but Ahmed Soliman, a Zamalek board member, poured cold water on that. So it is true. That's one club as well that can afford Pitso Mosimane. Now, we were at number 3. Guess who is at number 2? At number 2, you've got White Casablanca. Mosimane and White Casablanca have shared a special relationship over the years, going back to his days with Mamelodi Sundowns and Al Ahly when they were competing for the CAF Champions League. Some of the most heated encounter over the years developed as a mutual respect between the club supporters and the 3-time Champions League winning coach. As a result, Mosimane has often been linked with White Casablanca. However, he has become available on the job market, and it is not different this time around, meaning they still want to have him there. The Moroccan giant happened to be one of the few clubs who have deep enough pocket for Mosimane, given they are in the top 5 of the wealthiest clubs in Africa. We get to number 1. Who is at number 1? A club that you think can afford Pitso Mosimane. Who is at number 1? I just want to allow you to guess for a while. Who is at number 1? Please tell me. I want to know. Then we'll go to what Pitso Mosimane said about the fact that will he join Kaizer Chiefs or not? So, okay, fine. The wait is longer. The wait is no long. Hey, guys, that English word. Hey, English just decided to disappear. You know what I'm saying? At number 1, we've got Kaizer Chiefs. The Soweto Giant are currently searching for Molefetseke's permanent replacement, and Mosimane's name has been buried among others. Right. As the only PSL coach with a record of 5 league titles, Mosimane is logically the man's favorite for the Chiefs job, and many believe he could turn Amakos's fortunes around. The Glamour Boys has been anything but in recent years, and they are currently enduring a trophy drought that has listed 8 years, and it is showing likely signs of ending anytime soon, which is I agree, right? They say it is clear Chiefs should do. It is clear Chiefs could do with a coach of the quality of Mosimane, but can they afford him? Well, let me repeat this one because I know I read horribly there. It is clear Chiefs could do with a coach of the quality of Mosimane, but can they afford him? That's the question. Well, that depends on how deep they are willing to go, or they are willing to dig deep for him. Right. Amakose are among the richest clubs on the continent and are few that could attract Mosimane, given that they have some of the best resources that enable them to compete continentally. Well, I've now given you the names of clubs that can afford to Pitso Mosimane. And if you were to ask me, is it possible financially? So I will tell you this, it is highly possible. I spoke about it previously and I said, is it possible? And people said, no, it's not. And I'm still going to tell you this, it's possible according to me. You know why? Because if you're looking at the fact that how many sponsors are sponsoring Kaizer Chiefs, you know that Kaizer Chiefs are sponsored by Toyota. If I'm not mistaken, they got some millions there. They are sponsored by this company, right? They are sponsored by this company, ne, in that replaced in Nike, right? Yeah, so they've got a new sponsor that gave them million in that thing, right? And then they've got this insurance sponsor. I'm just naming the ones that I know, right? So is it not possible for Kaizer Chiefs to afford Pitso Mosimane? Definitely, they can. But then Pitso Mosimane, oh, somebody had asked Pitso Mosimane on radio station. They were asking Pitso Mosimane, there is a hot question on the table. Will you join Kaizer Chiefs or not? Pitso Mosimane responded, and the response is interesting for me. Pitso Mosimane said when he was asked, okay, Pitso Mosimane, please tell us. He says, if Maritzburg United, who are relegated, calls me and say, bring back the team to the Premier League, I will just go back and get the file that I brought back the biggest team in Saudi Arabia and the biggest team in Saudi Arabia, Al Ahly, not Al Ahly. Look, Egypt, but back to the Premier League. Mosimane said in an interview, I think it is Kaya FM, he was interviewed by Utibos. And then he says, after bringing Al Ahly in Egypt, they say they have, now they have Roberto Firmino of Liverpool, Riyad Mahrez now, just 3 weeks ago after I have departed. Iban Edward Mendy, the goalkeeper, former Chelsea goalkeeper, had joined them. So the question was, will you join Kaizer Chiefs or not, provided that Kaizer Chiefs wants you, or they give you a call and say, listen, do you want, will you join, wait a minute, come and join our club. Will you join Kaizer Chiefs? Then Pitso Mosimane responded and said, going straight into this one, he said, so I will go anywhere. I am a professional. As long as you show me the vision and we are aligned, any team I will go for it because I want to have the energy. I don't want to wake up. I don't want to wake up and do it for the sake of doing it. I need to say, why do I want to do it? Let me repeat, this is very important. So I will go anywhere. I am a professional. As long as you show me the vision and we are aligned, any team, I will go work for it because I want to have the energy. I don't want to wake up and do it for the sake of doing it. I need to say, why do I want to do it? You ask me about Kaizer Chiefs. What an institution. Look, that was a praise. You ask me about Kaizer Chiefs. What an institution. I mean, I supported the team when I was young. Did you hear the man? I supported the team when I was young. So Kaizer Chiefs is such an institution. So the man said, he said it, you have it. Pitso Mosimane is more than willing to join a Kaizer Chiefs. However, there are quite a number of things that you need to bear in mind if Pitso Mosimane were to join a Kaizer Chiefs. One of those things in fact is, look, Pitso Mosimane, it would be a complicated move. I don't know. I doubt it will happen. Yes, I wish it can happen. But Pitso Mosimane is this coach that comes with his own team. From analysis, football analysis. He's got a lot of people, he's got a goalkeeper coach, he's got this, he's got a team, he works with a team. Let me remind you, in case you have forgotten, there was a man called Nazaruddin Nabi. Nazaruddin Nabi has a team, but a member of Nazaruddin Nabi had joined Orlando Pirates as a conditioning coach. So in other words, he had parted way with a certain person. But when he was negotiating with Kaizer Chiefs, he said, no, I want to have my people around me. I want to work with them because I trust them. And if I work with them, I can easily achieve what you want from me. On the other hand, you've got Pitso Mosimane who's saying, listen, I don't just coach, because I am jobless. No, he's saying, no, Pitso Mosimane is simply saying, give me the most difficult job and see if I won't do it. For the fact that it is the most difficult job, I will do it and succeed for the fact that it is difficult. He's saying, I want something that challenges me. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. Is Kaizer Chiefs not challenging? For the fact that they haven't won anything for the previous 8 years, right? Isn't that a challenge enough for him? For the fact that they want to compete continentally, is it not that a challenge enough? I believe in terms of a criteria of a club that Pitso Mosimane can coach, Kaizer Chiefs meet all of it. Even from a financial point of view, I believe that Kaizer Chiefs meet the criteria of a team that can be coached by Pitso Mosimane, but the problem will be the fact that when it comes to that, it will all comes down to, is Kaizer Chiefs Football Club willing to hire Pitso Mosimane? That's it. It will all boil down to that. It will boil down to the willingness of Kaizer Chiefs to hire Pitso Mosimane and meet his demand, because somehow they might want him to deliver with their resources, with their stinginess behavior of not wanting to buy players. Because Pitso Mosimane, whenever he goes, you must buy him players. That's number one. Number two, you must allow him to select people that is comfortable and he trusts if you want him to deliver. So if Kaizer Chiefs, one, they are willing to pay Pitso Mosimane. Two, they are willing to buy players. Three, they are willing to allow him to work with the people of his choice. Then Pitso Mosimane will definitely join a Kaizer Chiefs. But judging from the Kaizer Chiefs that you all know, do you think that will be possible? I think the new Kaizer Chiefs under the new sporting director, Junior Kaizer Motaung, it appears like this guy has got the direction. He understands where the club should be. You know what I'm saying? So looking at the fact that he brought the likes of Kevin Johnson, he brought the old goalkeeper coach at Kaizer Chiefs. Like, he's bringing people that have got a proven track record. You know what I'm saying? So slowly but surely you can see that, okay, Motaung, look, Junior, he's got this movement. And then you're like, okay. So I have a hope. I believe that Kaizer Chiefs can sign Pitso Mosimane. I believe. I don't know what makes me believe, but somehow I believe that it's still possible. But again, what's your take? Get into the comment section below. Tell me what you think about everything. I'll see you on the next video. But until then, please take care.